This RSBANDB update nibble originally aired on RSBANDB update 737, questioning everything. Enjoy. All right. Thank you for that question. We have one last one from Sirion. He says, if you're asked to design a brand new area for Gielinor, what's in it? Leaving it wide open, isn't it?
He is, but he asked such a hard question, because it's like, do we develop it for now, or do I get to be in my dream world where I could have anything I want, and you know what I mean, like, and it be like that? Because what I really want, I would have to have a few other things in place first.
All right, lay it down. What is it?
Well, I think we would need a prestige system for this to work.
Okay.
Right, but I would like to see a Prifdinous 2.0, and this would be exclusively the best training methods, the highest XP per hour, and it would be where you went if you were pursuing 120 and 200 mil. That's what it would be for. So it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad you put the caveat in that you would need the prestige mode, and XP would need to become a viable end game.
Yeah, we'd have to, like I said, there'd have to be some work done to it, but yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. You have to do some things first. But if that were to happen, then I mean, we could just go ham, and I love that. I mean, I just think that's fun to just push yourself. Not all the time, but sometimes you
could have methods that require tick manipulation, and methods that are a little bit lean back.
Yeah, I mean, we're really getting to a point where high level skilling is reminiscent of PVM in a lot of ways. Like when it comes to tick manipulating and even abilities sometimes. I mean, potions, this and that. I mean, it's incredible. I know people that are are wearing a stethoscope and dropping a stethoscope right before the XP drop, while doing safe cracking, like in the wilderness with brawlers and stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I want to be able to have fun with that, and not have and not worry about what happens in the end or this or that. I want to enjoy that. I want to enjoy pushing that and be elite on that side.
I want to enjoy training skills too, but I can't train farming anymore, because if I train farming in any meaningful way for a month or 2 months, I'm going to hit 200 mil.
Yeah, so that's why I said, I mean, I have to give it the caveat of we would have to make some changes, either with prestige or something in that regard. But if that was in place, then I think it would be a lot of fun. But how about you, Shane? What would you like to see in the game?
I want a wilderness that works and revitalizes PvP. Not for me, but just because I think it's we always had the combat in RuneScape, and it was always, you go kill, as back in the day as it was in RS2, Shadow Warriors or, Fire Giants or something to that effect, or Metal Dragons later on. And you also had World 18 for PvP, which has completely gone by the wayside in the modern era. So I would say, yeah, let's keep the current wilderness as it is and have that as, an area where people can go PvP. But also, let's make a new wilderness. Something that will effectively encourage people to PvP. Something that will bring back PvP into the game.
Like a Thunderdome.
Yeah, something like that. And I mean, you could say you could have had this with Bounty Hunter and whatnot, but let's just be honest that it wasn't successful, right?
No, and I mean, I guess you could even say that was tried with the Crucible as well.
Yeah.
But I think the hardest part would to be coming up with something that would incentivize people to try PvP. Maybe you would need, I don't know, maybe you'd want See, this is hard because I think to incentivize people, you need a safe mode, but then that disincentivizes people that are looking for money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's really hard.
And you see, the thing is that you don't necessarily need drops from PvP if the combat is engaging enough.
Yeah, well,
that's a question. That's a question for the ages.
True.
Is how do you make, you look at Solak and whatnot, right? And you look at Telos and the challenge that provides to PVMers, and you ask, how do you extend that to PvP? So people spend the amount of time they do at these bosses for the challenge, not necessarily the GP. Removing GP as a consideration, just the challenge and the mechanics. You can watch full episodes of RSBANDB Update right here on this YouTube channel. You can also listen to audio versions of RSBANDB Update at update.rsbnb.com, and feel free to subscribe to our show on any number of podcast listeners out there at update.rsbnb.com/subscribe.